Red alert, red alert, red alert. Read this fast before it's taken down. Dear ambitious sales and marketing professionals, believe it or not, here's what you don't know about online social media that could get you more prospect that you can handle for a long time. Possible? You can bet your bottom dollar or ring it. Honest? Jokes aside. Continue reading, then you agree with me 100%. Okay, you ask. How? In-depth research has proven beyond without a shadow of doubt that prospecting by using social media is the most current method of prospecting for your ideal customer. As an ambitious sales and marketing individual, you can get reliable and paying customers through exploiting the social media. That's right. To give you a foretaste of this chapter, allow me give a glimpse of what is to come. Alright. For starters, here are some essences of 7 groundwork or step to doing successfully prospecting to acquire targeted customers using online social media. First is finding your audience in the media that require your product or service. Secondly, when relating to your social media prospect, do listen more than you share, at least at first. Thirdly, do create a fitting and favorable persona in that media. Fourthly, try to follow the right people and companies within the media. The fifth one is to know when prospects join you in your group. The last but one is become a leader so that you have followers details and later convert into prospect. Lastly, make them move into your world. That said, let's dive deep to discover the full details of the chapter. Shall we? Thanks. Chapter 15. Prospecting through online social media. Quote, a large social media presence is important because it's one of the last ways to conduct cost-effective marketing. Everything else involves buying eyeballs and ears. Social media enables a small business to earn eyeballs and ears by Guy Kawasaki. He is an American marketing specialist, author, and Silicon Valley venture capitalist. Trust me, if you haven't already created a personal web presence for yourself, now is the right time. Having a presence on the web adds legitimacy and authority to your personal brand as well as helping clients and prospects search your type of business. However, be prepared to invest time and effort to build it. There are a variety of things to consider when creating your own website. It's best you farm out such work that are specific to your chosen business web builder. Are following my train of thoughts? You are likely already using social media from Facebook and Snapchat to keep up with friends, family, and clients to LinkedIn and Instagram to build and maintain a professional image. You can optimize all of them to network better, prospect more, and increase sales. For starters, here are some 6 groundwork or steps to successfully prospecting for targeted customers using online social media. First is finding your audience that require your product or service. Secondly, when relating to your social media prospect, do listen more than you share, at least at first. Thirdly, do create a fitting and favorable persona in that media. Fourthly, try to follow the right people and companies within the media. The fifth one is become a leader so that you have followers and later then prospect. Lastly, make them move into your world. That said, let's dive deep to discover the full detail. Alright, thanks. Here goes. Groundwork number 1. Find your audience. It's wise to search for relevant conversations about your products, industry, or customers' common interest in social media. LinkedIn tends to have a stronger pull for B2B industries. However, that doesn't mean leaders at corporations aren't on Twitter and Instagram. Next, groundwork number 2. Listen more than you share, at least at first. When you identify the bigger social sites for your audience, listen and use what you hear, recurring concerns, needs, and questions, as leverage for real conversations. Listen for a while, then ease into networking by commenting on blogs and websites, and joining live chats. Get involved in relevant conversations where you can offer helpful answers and advice, not product or service solutions. Another step is groundwork number 3. Create a fitting persona. Yes, you want to be yourself as a sales pro. When you build a social media networking presence, most importantly, you want to be your best self. Build accounts on platforms your customers and prospects use. Join communities where you have something valuable to contribute. That's not a pitch. Get to know the norms and expectations for the communities before you share. To find the right groups in LinkedIn, search for topics that are your expertise, not just your industry. To build a trustworthy persona, share information from reputable sources before you spout off your advice. Answer direct questions, and ask for permission to give unsolicited advice in your communities to build deeper credibility. The next way is specified in groundwork number 4. Follow the right people and companies do stay up to date on what they're doing. At the very least, you can say congrats when they announce good things. Like, retweet and otherwise engage with them as much as possible to create your presence. Even better, offer demos when they mention a need you can fulfill. Groundwork number 5. Become a leader after you've become engaged in online communities, groups, and chats, and before you pitch a product or service, create your own groups related to your products and services. It's like qualifying leads, prospects who are already showing interest in your group. Give them valuable information, links to studies, white papers, tip sheets, even funny, appropriate content, and then create targeted messages for active members. Groundwork number 6. Make them move into your world. Social media networking is a powerful tool for building your business network, brand awareness, and helping customers. It's not the best tool for making an actual sale. So as much time as you spend on social media, the ultimate goal should be to get people off Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and the like and onto your website. The best way, write a great blog post and share it on all the social media channels where you've built goodwill. Create a headline, image, and first sentence that will compel readers to click through and get the whole story. You can connect with leads via LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, or other online business-focused platforms. To wrap up this week's newsletter regarding using the social media to get ideal customers, it must be mentioned again that this method of prospecting could be the best and second to none. This way of prospecting has been proven and accepted by reliable authorities. In a nutshell, such methodology is a critical way to find your right audience in that media that require your product or service. Another thing to remember when obtain prospects using the social media to prospect, do pay listen more than you share. Furthermore, do create a fitting and favorable public face in that media. Additionally, try to fit in with the right people and businesses in the media. Moreover, to endeavor to make some people be a part of your group. Plus make yourself be the group's leader so that you have followers and later change them to be your prospect. Finally, lead them to join into your media world. Now that we are convinced that this method is a better way of prospecting, we should now try our very best to continue exploiting this media. Although it a relatively new method of prospecting, we should try harder to be more comfortable with prospecting through the social method. Agreeable? My parting words are best done by quoting the word of Janet Benson, a Marhavu social media manager. She says, when it comes to social media marketing, you don't have to post 3 times a day. It's never about how often you post but the quality of your content. End of chapter. P.S. Come to think of it, we know if it is a lengthy chapter, yet we want to congratulate you for watching and reading this chapter completely. Needless to say, since you have fully read this chapter, therefore, you now deserve more forthcoming weekly free bonus of chapters of the book How to Prospect for Your Ideal Customer. Additionally, we are eager to know which part of this chapter you learned most. Your feedbacks are critical so that we can help each other grow effectively. Lest you forget, these sharing will continue in the Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course in our author, trainer, and consultant's email, josephsfn@gmail.com, upon request. Alright, thank you again. We hope to meet you next week. Goodbye and best wishes. From me, yours truly, Madam Sophia, the virtual presenter for CTM Joseph SFNG, trainer, consultant and author.